out of 10 on my worst day. I'm the wave, that's why they keep trying to surf me. I remember back in the day they used to curve me.
4R Interview. We about to get it, gang. I'm about to learn all the details. You know what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright. I'm just gonna bring up chat, make sure that we all cooking, everything running smoothly, and then we're gonna get right into it. Alright. We gonna do this differently. We finna live stream interviews, different vibe than everybody else. We finna go our own route. Alright. First question we got is, how did you grow up? How did you grow up and where did you grow up?
Right. So this question is like I need to kind of get into a little bit of depth with this one.
Alright, for sure.
So basically, how did I grow up? I grew up with my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I see pop sometimes, but for the majority, I grew up with my moms, and you know, we wasn't the richest in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in the ghettos of Fresno, California. You know, I was born in Bakersfield, so you know, I grew up in the inner city till I was out of grade school, basically. So around middle school, I left from there, and we ended up driving all the way to Mississippi, where I did high school. That's down south.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, from there, I just been in Las Vegas. I went out to Cali when I graduated, stayed in Cali for a little bit, Fresno, California, and then I graduated. Then I came to Las Vegas, man.
How's Vegas been since you've moved? Is it what you hoped for?
I've been to Vegas a few times, as far as living there.
Yeah.
When I first got here, it was shut down, like it was COVID, so everything was like more cheaper and shit like that. Like everything was more, the prices were lower. You know, weed wasn't so expensive, and then once everybody stopped wearing the mask, it was back to normal, and then inflation hit.
Yeah.
Everything became overpriced. But I got here last year just the perfect time where the weather was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the desert, it gets hella hot in the summertime.
That's true, bro.
I got here when the weather was beautiful, and you know, I was working my little job and shit like that. I don't work there anymore, but it's been cool, man. You know, it's definitely a vibe. I like the food and shit out here. It's one of a kind.
I've seen a few posts about you liking the food down there. You don't like the food, you love the food.
Carne asada, to be specifically.
Yeah, yes sir.
Carne asada, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alright, let's get. Oh no, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. We can go to the next question, man.
Alright, when did you first start making music? Like OG Homer days.
OG Homer days. I would say OG Homer days will probably have to be when I was 17 years old. I just got out of alternative school. So in alternative school, I used to write raps and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on my notebook or different pieces of test paper or shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, while I was doing that, I realized, like, man, I got a lot to say. I want to do this shit. I seen everybody doing it. X really inspired me, so I was like, I want to do this shit. So I'm doing this shit, and then I get on iPhone, the iMusic app on iPhone. And then as I'm getting on the app, I'm learning how to record myself, rap on the beat. And then flash forward, I go to California when I graduate. My brother ends up passing away. Shortly after he passes away, I go to the studio for the first time, and that's where I made what song did I? Love Gone. That's my first song.
I feel like I have heard that one. I'm not super familiar with it, but I feel like I might have heard that one.
Yeah, bro. If you haven't, it's on all platforms. So you know, type Love Gone, and that shit'll pop up.
Alright, for sure.
But funny story is, I shot Love Gone, and then I got into it with the engineer because he was like drugged out, foam coming out his mouth. He was trying to fight me and my pops.
Bro, the engineer?
Fuck you, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really tripping off a nigga like that.
Yeah.
He was in the hood. I recorded that song in the hood, in the ghetto.
Yeah.
So he was low income housing. You know what I mean? So um, wasn't pressed about him. I ended up that same day I ran into Dre the Most. Shout out Dre the Most. He recorded my first really good songs, the songs that like got people knowing me a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, as far as Catastrophe, Matrix, Rock Hard, Smoke in the Air, all that shit. So, and from there, man, I just been going ever since. Trying to stay as consistent as I can.
I honestly, bro, I feel like X when he came, like, and like truly blew up for a minute. I feel like he inspired so many people to get on their grind. Cause like, I know so many motherfuckers that just have like that like devotion to X. Even I have it a little bit myself because like bro, he's one of the first artists I was really listening to hip hop wise. He
Right.
had that versatility that it could like invite all sorts of people through no matter what. Right?
Yeah, for me, it was more so the way he was representing the youth. Because I was on my woke
That
shit. I was
too,
on like
right?
my spiritual awakening. I was into like psychedelics.
Yeah.
So, whenever he would address these things, the way he would talk to people, the way he didn't suck anybody's dick.
True.
In the industry, and he was just strictly, he said, "Fuck everybody, I'm gonna do it my way, and I'm still gonna win." And his music just, what I'm saying, he touched every emotion, and it was all real, and it was all documented.
True.
So, for me, it was just the rawness and the realness of it, of the movement, and just who he was as a person, how versatile he was, like you said, that really, it really hurt me when he passed away, and it really I was listening with my friends, and Iman was the only other person listening to it in my friend group. That's how me and Iman actually became friends, because I
I ain't
played
even.
he wanted to play that X song.
That's
He was like,
fire,
bro, I was
bro.
like, bro, you fuck with X? And he was like, yeah, man, I fuck with X. And I was like, bro. And then we started smoking, kicking in and shit. But yeah, bro, that nigga's dope as fuck, man.
I
Rest
ain't.
his soul.
I ain't even
Shout out to
notice that you knew Elon that long back. I didn't know like you guys were OG homies. That's fire, bro.
Yeah, bro. I knew that nigga since I want to say middle school or sophomore year in high school. One of those.
That's crazy, bro. That's
My
fire.
brain is foggy from all the, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it is what it is. Yeah, he done been there. Iman done been on submissions with me. Legendary trips, man.
You said that you dropped like music and that's when like people first started to notice you. What was the first song that people like truly saw and were like, God fucking damn, bro, like I'm genuinely impressed by that. Mad compliments and all of that.
I feel like when I dropped my first song, people liked it. It was catchy and love gone, and they wanted. It was like I had people waiting to see what else I would do.
Yeah.
So after that, I dropped Rock Hard and Matrix, and when I made Rock Hard, there was like hella people in the studio. Everybody's going crazy.
Yeah.
And I dropped the bitch. Everybody in the studio was going nuts, telling me like. And right before I went in there, I kid you not, the person walked up to me in the studio right before I walked into the booth. He's like, "Hey man, you got like a rock star vibe going on." And they didn't even know what song I was finishing. That was my whole fucking song was themed around being a rock star. So he told me that it was like a movie. I went in there, I rapped the shit, boom, this shit goes crazy, and then I shoot the music video to Matrix, and I send it to Elevator. In the submission, and Elevator posted on their channel. You know what I mean? Like on
Yeah, I remember
IG.
you telling me that that was like your first big push, right? Or one of them.
Yeah, that was, and it was all me. I have no manager. I have no team behind me. So
Yeah.
everything I'm trying to do was me, bro. And I didn't even know how to promote. I still am not good at promoting. But I would say that's when I realized like I had something special, and I wanted to keep going with it.
Yeah. That's dope that you had like the moment that you noticed when you could do it. So I feel like some
Right.
people are still at that stage where it's like they're doing it, but they don't really know if they can do it. even though they probably can't.
Right. Everybody has potential to be great, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Whether it's music or not, whatever field you're trying to go in, everyone has potential to be the best in that particular career, profession. So with me, I just want to be the best, and I want to prove to myself that I can be the best.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of hard work, and I'm not always in the best positions and the best situations to always be able to chase my dream, but I'm still trying to set myself up. So all I have to do is focus on music. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, I'm always here to promote for you. You know that. I'm always, bro, secretly behind every motherfucker's back that be on this channel, I be promoting them. Y'all don't even know I be promoting you, but I be promoting you on a regular basis. Like, I was in a stream.
Yeah, bro. It's love. You done got me on live streams.
Yeah, I was in a stream earlier today with some new person, and I was showing them your tracks and shit, and everyone was fucking with it.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, and I'm gonna drop Dopey soon. You know what I mean? Dropping Dopey soon. But yeah, what was you gonna say?
Have you done a show? And if so, I mean, if not, when you plan on it?
So when I first started back in 2019, I did my first show. It was it wasn't a show. It was more like it was like a bar situation.
Yeah.
And there was like people sitting at tables and different shit like that. And there was like a certain little area.
That's still fire.
Performer. I think I got the video on my phone, bro. I was hella nervous, hella shy.
You gotta
send
that
to me. I didn't really move much. You know what I mean? I was kind of quiet. But people were fucking with it and shit like that. I was singing pretty good at certain points, and I just jumped into it. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I still plan on doing bigger shows, bigger venues, open mics, getting my name out there, and be able to push that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is my calling, just to be an entertainer and just to live freely as a free spirit in that world as a creator as well. So
yeah.
And man, shows are a big part of, and performances are a big part of this industry and this business. So
I have one question. Is there a lot of like venues and shows and opportunities out in Vegas where you are?
I would say there's a good bit of. I've ran into a few. I don't know many people. I don't have many connections, but the things that I see online or websites and stuff, I would say there's a good bit of people. I mean, a good bit of opportunities to, have a free show and get your name out there for sure.
I'd say step in the IG direction. Just like look around locally and see if there's any like even bar shows, bro. I feel like bar shows with your type of music, bro, you could attract lots of people. Just because like you have a chill vibe, you have a hard vibe, you have multiple shit going on, so you can kind of play with people's tastes and give them multiple options. So I feel like your music would apply to people to like a wide range of age and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I really want to have like a team behind me as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, I usually solo dolo that shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I'll just continue to solo dolo that shit, bro. Like,
I feel like you can build a team. I'm always down to join a team. The thing is, though, is just like I got so much going on, so I can't always hone in on one thing.
And
so
we're not in the same location. That's
true. That's the one issue.
Like we can always be a team and work in certain access. You like to have connections and promote and different things like that.
Yeah.
So that's just a high skill level that you're good at. And one thing I'm good at is just having that creative mind and being able to find that sound that people are gonna like.
Yeah.
And pushing it.
Alright. This next question we got is, I missed one back here, and it was, where did your name come from?
Where did my name come from? So my name is my real government name is Homer.
Yeah.
It originates from a Greek poet who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. my artist name is a play off of my name. I'm the fourth generation Homer, so we have Homer Tyrone, Pitts the first, and I'm all the way, and then we got Junior, we got third, and we got me at the fourth. So I'm a fourth generation, so I threw the four in there, and then X was kind of like the mystique and the unknownness about me, and how I do like to be low key and kind of like not have everybody in my business kind of be unknown off the grid. But I
Yeah.
also, you know what I'm saying, am shooting to be popular as well, just because that's the only way you can,
Yeah.
find
And
success.
it's hard to mix those two things as well.
Right. It's a struggle for me, but I'm willing to push myself to be more open.
Yeah.
To open up more opportunities for me. But that's where the X comes from, man. It's just being like, and it's also XXX had a big play in just throwing the X in my name because it's just fuck so heavy.
For sure. That's honestly, bro, I didn't expect you to have such like a large answer. Like that's kind of fire, bro. I kind of just expected it to just be like, well, I like the 4 and I like the X. That's it. No.
Yeah, bro. It's in depth with me. That's why I enjoy doing interviews too, so I can be able to explain. And once you explain it once, it's kind of like people can go back and look at. They want to know about you.
Exactly.
So I'll probably say that a million times, but
I feel like this will be just the first of many interviews to come though in the future.
Yeah, the OG. I had one interview. Besides this one, I had one more. It was this German or Swedish site.
That's fire.
No, it was French, and they interviewed me like. It's on my tags. If you look at my tagged videos, you can find it.
That's super dope though, honestly. Who are some people that made you who you are in the industry?
So obviously we got X, we got Ski. We're gonna throw Ski on there. Aries gang. I'm an Aries. Ski is an Aries. He came with
Ski Fire, X Fire.
His music.
I'm not.
His music just makes you like bop, like you just be fucking to get jiggy with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have to mention Trippy Red.
Trippy Fire.
It's like Trippy Red is my spirit animal when it comes to just how he makes it. The way he just lets it out.
Yeah,
the track.
The aggressiveness, but like it doesn't have to come out like.
Yeah, bro. He's like a rock star of this generation.
True.
He makes crazy music. Same with Lil Uzi.
I know this is like Cardi on his whole different shit, but how do you feel about Cardi being like a rock star?
I mean, Cardi is in his own lane, bro.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I think Cardi is dope when it comes to like what he's doing, how he presents himself. The music he's making, and I be jamming to that shit. I'm not the type of person like if everybody in the comments is hate, I give things a chance. If everybody's saying one thing, like how everybody hated Whole Lot of Red, and then now they all love it. Like from the beginning, I had my songs on there that I liked. You know what I mean? And then it was some more songs that grew on me. So, when you're an artist and you're creator of that caliber, you know what you're doing, and that's all that matters. As long as you know what you're doing, then everything else will speak for itself.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the third artist you said as well. Can you run that one back? Variety or Vanity or something?
I said Uzi. Uzi was on there. Yo, that's the thing. There's so many fucking artists for me, bro.
Yeah, I'd have to wind it back. It's all good though. We chilling.
It's so many fucking artists for me, bro. But like I said, I like majority of the artists out right now. It's probably a song by them that I fuck with. I'm not a hater type of dude. So
yeah. Is there any genres you want to do and you haven't done yet? Because I know you're experimental as fuck, and that's just like how you be. You always be wanting to try new shit, so.
There's a lot of genres that I've tried to dabble in that haven't came out the way I wanted it to, but it was like experience.
Yeah.
Like punk rock, pure grunge, alternative sound, the techno sound, the high end beat sound,
I
like house
feel like
music,
you could do some alternative and like grungy shit.
even country music, bro. Like people would be surprised I break out into a country song and I really can
I
sing.
could
That
see
shit is
that.
really,
I could see
you
that.
know what I mean? So for me, I feel like I'm genre bending. You know how people are gender bending, bro? I'm genre bending, and I'm willing to go into any genre and act a fool, bro, and make some.
That's fire. That's fire, for real. I feel like you could do alternative grunge really well. I feel like
Yeah,
one of the key things is just like having those distorted vocals and like going somewhat lower and then hitting like random high notes and like extending it.
right.
I feel like that's a
And it's
lot.
also the engineering part of it. Like with me,
True.
I love how Travis Scott adds all those different effects to his voice. I love how
I would
like
pay money.
not just auto tune, but like the really the mastermind magic behind what you do when you're engineering and producing. And I think that's what brings the track to life. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, the different layers of pitch and tone in your voice, like um, it plays a big part in how the song's gonna turn out. So all that shit is big for me right now. I want to focus on producing and engineering, so my music can sound like that.
You. I completely unrelated question. Didn't even write this shit down. What's your favorite weed strain, motherfucker?
Favorite reach
You
train?
know I had to
Let me
ask it.
see.
No, I had to ask it.
Favorite reach train? I smoke cookies with both my brothers, rest they soul, Jalen and Kev. You know, I smoke cookies with them all 2020. So cookies would probably have to be my favorite strain. Shout out Burner.
Like, like the brand cookies.
Yeah, just any strand that is related is cookie related. You know.
Bro, in Canada we don't got it, so I haven't had the chance to try it, but I do want to
Oh,
one
you
day.
haven't? You
No,
don't?
no, we don't, sadly.
Man, that's unfortunate. I ain't smoked cookies in a minute. I probably was like last year, middle of last year. I smoked some cookies. I've been smoking some pink Cadillac. Nowadays, I don't even. I mean, it's so many different weed. I don't know
True,
what
true.
I'm smoking something though. Just know that.
I'm just happy when I have like a name I ain't heard. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. If it's a name I ain't heard, I'm like fucking clapping my hands.
Yeah, man. I know you ain't heard of that pink Cadillac though.
That sound fire. That sound fire.
Yeah, it's chill. It's definitely chill as fuck.
What's your preference? Like sativa or indica?
Um, for me, it's kind of like I'm a hybrid type of guy just because I like balance.
Facts, facts. You like not
Sometimes,
being slumped, but you like not being like unable to focus.
right. And I would say for to be really organized as a weed smoker, you have your jar of sativa that you smoke in the morning. Then you know what I'm saying, you go through your day, and then towards the evening, afternoon, um, hit the indica.
True.
You know what I mean? Wind down. Now, if you got a busy night going, it's not time to wind down. Then maybe get a little bit of sativa. You know.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to keep that, if you're not trying to be slumped all day, you go for the sativa, obviously. And so that's my thing. It depends on my mood what my favorite strain would be.
That's a good answer too, because I feel like that's how it goes for most people, but most people would just be like sativa or indica. Like they just spewed an answer,
Right.
but
And I like half of the people don't really necessarily even know what they're smoking to begin with.
bro, I completely fucking agree. There's motherfuckers that have no idea what they're putting in their bowl, and it's like, bro, I don't understand it because this motherfucker
Yeah.
right here be like finding every little detail there is to fucking know about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, you can trust it off a word too, and just go with the flow. And if you got, if you grow it, you know it. If you go to a dispensary, they obviously show you. So
True. What is an
yeah,
what's a genre that like you like that you probably won't dabble in? Or you might dabble in, but it's just like a genre you love that people wouldn't expect.
um, country, but hear me out. It's not that I'm totally in love with country. There's a few songs that really get me going. You know,
That's fair.
really,
I'm the same way,
really get
bro.
me going.
I
But
dislike country, but there's a few songs that are just fire, and you can't deny it.
right, exactly. So for me, what people probably would or wouldn't expect is probably reggae. Um, and I've actually like when I listen to it, sometimes I'll mimic it in a way to where like try to see if I can do the same shit with my voice, and I
Yeah,
actually knocked it. I did pretty good one time.
that's fire.
So if I could make a reggae song, I would. You know, it's rarely any genres that I wouldn't dabble into. The ones that I probably wouldn't dabble into are ones that I don't like.
I feel like it completely depends on the environment, bro. Right? And your mood,
Right.
right? Your environment and your mood. If you're like on some street shit, you're clearly gonna be coming and spin some street shit. If you're on some like
Exactly.
I'm all good, I'm happy, on top of the world, you're gonna be on some like grind shit, like I'm on top, fuck you type of shit. If you're coming in
Yeah.
with like not feeling the best, you're gonna come in with a little bit of emotion, but I know you because you're gonna try to keep it a bit more solid, right? You don't fully drift into the emotion because you know that sometimes it can lose a little bit of touch.
Yeah. For me, not necessarily. It's kind of like with my music recently that you hear, it's almost like a numbness of
Yeah,
that emotion. Um, and I feel like I should be more vulnerable and express my emotions. It's just
it's
that
true.
I went through so much, bro. It just made me like numb to everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So definitely am going for the vibe that I usually go for, but I do want to be in touch more on emotions because that's how you really get people to feel you,
that is
get
true.
those goosebumps, and get people to relate to you because everybody has it. You know,
That
I'm
is
not a
true.
psychopath.
But also, there is those songs you have to admit too that are a little bit too emotional, towards like I can't really resonate with this because it's
Right.
too specific, too like toned down, or no, too
Yeah.
like vibed up. You know what I mean? Too specific and
Yeah.
vibed up.
You have people that are trying to shoot for a certain vibe, a certain sound that's just not hitting,
Yeah,
and I think that's where you kind of like you realize like this is not gonna work.
yeah.
You know. So
Do you like thoroughly enjoy making music? Like, is it something you love to do?
yeah, I feel like I feel my best when I'm able to create music, and then for me, it's creating it, but it's also I want other people to hear it. I
Yeah,
don't just make music for myself. I think I make it for other people to listen to. You know,
yeah.
because I love how I sound. I love my songs. I listen to my songs all the time, but
I feel
I
like that's a
always
good thing. Every artist should listen to their songs. I know that was said by Adam 22, but it's an absolute fact, bro. Every artist should
yeah,
listen to their songs because if they don't like their own song, then who the fuck else is gonna like it?
right. Yeah, that's the main thing for me too, bro. Like, you know, you gotta be dedicated. You gotta fuck with yourself. So for me, I fuck with myself. I fuck with my sound, and you know, that's why I love creating so much. Just because I know that there's so much milestones, so much achievements that you can get with this shit, and having a passion for it makes that career path all the more better.
True.
You know.
Is there sorry, hold up. I was butchering that. Has the industry like impacted you in any sort of way? And if so, how did it make you different?
The industry. You know, I hear a lot of things about the industry, good and bad. The industry impacted me in a way to where it's it's like a big. It's like it's big, but it's small. Everybody knows everybody. You
Yeah,
know, you got the top of the totem pole. You know, you got the top of the pyramid. You got the bottom, and this industry is like getting where you fit in. For me, it's like I don't really give it like I'm so inspired by X because it's like fuck the industry. You could do it without the industry,
yeah,
but it's if you're powerful enough to have that force behind you to be able to pull those numbers, to be able to pull those do those hits, to be able to get people to feel you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? All the industry is just, you know, let's do an interview here. Let's go put you on a billboard. Let's sign this record deal. Let's do this many. And then once you get to a certain point, industry could be beneficial. There could be way more sponsorships, way more different people to affiliate with to make your name better. It's all around business. I think going into the industry head first without any experience um, is a horrible decision. I think that you should, if you're trying to get into this business, you should definitely be on the outside looking in and wait for that moment to where, when it's time, it's time. When it's time to deal with all that different type of shit, it's time.
True.
You know.
I know personally, I feel like, at least I'm not really in the industry, but you know what I'm talking about, like, with all this shit, I feel like it does have somewhat of, like, a driving factor where it drives me away from my social life a little bit. Does that happen to you as well? Do you feel like it messes with your social life a bit in some ways?
I don't know, man. My social life really, I'm really picky with my social life. I'm really a reclusive person.
Yeah.
An introvert. I don't talk to many people. I'm not a person that's gonna go to many gatherings and just be the loudest one in the room.
Yeah.
So my social life is really reflected off of,
Who's
my
around?
life at that time, my situation, relationships that I have. I think having a social life and trying to be consistent in a career path it's tough. It's tough because you have to choose one. You either put all this work into your social life or you put this work into your career and let things flow naturally with your social life and social media. But like social life has been so restricted and dumbed down just due to the fact we have social media and people don't have to talk face to face. Everything could be over the phone. You know what I mean?
I get that. I feel like social media does a little bit depend on the person. Because I feel like I'm somewhat dependent, but at the same time, like, I'm not like dying to text people on it or anything. I'm more of like, I want to be in check with like all my stats and make sure my channel is going smoothly.
Right.
I'm not like, I'm addicted to making sure everything's going right. I'm not really addicted to the social part.
Right. You're using it more as a tool and not as entertainment.
Exactly.
So I feel like if a lot more people thought that way, there would be a lot more successful people. I feel like I have used it for entertainment, and sometimes I still do.
Yeah. I feel like I do sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I'd be on TikTok and shit once in a while, but it's just not
right,
like.
But you use it as a tool because it's a platform. Like anything can happen, and you could be blown into the oblivion of social media, and just everyone knows who you are now.
True. I also feel like
onto that,
yeah. I also feel like these new
oh, my bad.
Websites like TikTok and stuff, they're really good at like drawing you in and making you just like keep scrolling, like mindless. Like you see one and you're like, fuck, bro, I gotta see the next, even though you don't really care.
Yeah, bro. It's one of those things where you just gotta prioritize different things,
Fact. There's this dog. I was waiting for that to happen.
Yeah. But it's all about what you prioritize, It's all about, what your goals are.
Yeah, I completely agree. For real. We're at the last couple questions here. What will you do differently than everyone before you? Like I know you got a different mindset than a lot of people I meet, so I know you got a different goal overall. What's your like overall goal?
I don't want to give away too much sauce.
True.
But,
I'm not saying like give away your whole thing, because that's your driving factor. If everybody knows, and it loses its touch.
Right. For me, I think doing things that are out of norm that people wouldn't usually do.
Yeah.
Talking how people usually wouldn't talk, and just displaying art that people usually wouldn't display.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to put a different perspective out there for other people to look through.
Exactly.
Yeah. Alright.
You know, that's part of it.
I respect that. I really respect that.
Shit, man.
Favorite things to do other than make music. I know you like 2K.
Yeah, bro, I'm on that shit right now. Hold on. Let me see. Let me show the interview, man.
There we go. There we go.
Let me show my 2K team real quick. Hold on.
He about to flex on us, y'all.
Hey, I got Gary Payton II, Kobe. I got Buddy Hield, 96 overall. Antetokounmpo, Shaquille O'Neal. I got the glitched out Zaire Williams, John Morant. You know, I'm still working on it, but I got killers with my roster right now. But what do I like to do? At the end, I like to spend time, you know, with my family. You know, my baby, my son, his friends. I like to really just create. You know, I want to be a creator.
Yeah.
And I want to push myself to be more of a creator. It's just, I feel like for me, I need more people around me that are on the same page, like in real time, like physically, because it's just when nobody feels how you feel that's around you, it kind of pushes you to be like, you don't know what route to take. So for me, I just want to be more consistent as being a creator, whether it's content or music, you know.
I'm the same way, bro. Like, deadass, I'm in the exact same fucking spot, bro. I'm out here constantly pushing, and it feels like sometimes people just aren't on the same page as me or don't see it how I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, certain people are gifted with that vision and to be able to manifest that. And certain people just never seem to have that third eye opening to where they feel like they can achieve,
Yeah.
you know, their physical dream life.
Yeah. I feel like
Nothing's gonna be
there's a
perfect.
part of it where you can see it. You've seen it or you can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I feel like I've seen where I can be, and I know I can push it there.
Right, exactly. Same here. You know, and once you have that vision of it,
Yeah.
it's hard to stop feeling that way.
Exactly, bro.
And it puts you in a position to where, you know, you kind of for me, I kind of solitude myself in a way of like feeling like I can't relate to anybody around me just because I am the goals that I'm trying to pursue are something that the average person doesn't deem possible, you know. But I don't think I'm an average person, so that's why I do that type of shit.
Well, you're not if you're pushing it there. If you're going for it, then you ain't the average person. You know what I'm saying? Most people ain't even making the effort to get up and go for it. And you're doing that. So let alone you'll be half of the race to it.
Right.
So you're on that path already, and we all see the grind, we all see the talent, and we know you got it. We know you got it. I feel like like you said though, it just takes a matter of finding the right people and building that connections. That's why I'm out here every day pushing it so hard. I'm trying to build those connections so that I can help all these motherfuckers, including y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can help promote and connect you to as many people as you need to be connected to. And same through with everybody that watches this channel. Your camera turned off, by the way.
Yeah, I'm waiting on this call. Somebody called me. My cousin called me. I'm gonna answer his call after.
Alright, for sure. You can answer right now, and we can just wait on it. Alright, we got one more question. We got one more. Alright.
Okay.
Advice for someone that needs it.
Advice for someone that needs it. This goes for males and this goes for females as well. I'm not just talking to a specific gender or specific age, specific race. I'm talking to anyone, every soul. So my advice would be listen to what your higher self is saying. You know, don't indulge in things that aren't good for you. You know, learn from your mistakes. You know, make sure you're walking with love in your heart. Be empathetic to people, but give people that sympathy. But don't let your emotions distract you. Stay focused, stay determined, and be consistent in your goals in your life. And you have to want it. No one else is gonna save you.
True.
You got yourself.
I truly fucking agree with you on that. This was the HXM4R interview, gang. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. You know what it is. We probably finna turn the rest of this stream, or I might end it. But I'm gonna turn the rest of this stream into a music reaction stream because we got hella motherfuckers in the chat now and they're wanting requests down. So once you're done your phone call or whatever, if you want to come back, you're completely welcome to. It's up to you though, gang.
Pull back up. I'm gonna play 2K and pull back up on you, bro.
Alright, for sure, bro. I'll see you in a bit. Have a good one, G.
I'm gonna let you.
Yes, sir. WWW, bro. That was a fucking W stream. Oh, God. Not our usual stream.